Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Midtown Madness. Now, stuff has changed. I'm sorry folks, but I lost some recording. But don't worry, I'll do the races which I've done again. With the normal settings in mind, so it'll be just like it was before. Except I already have the Panoz GTR, but don't worry. After you do this race, if you follow what I was doing, you'll also get the Panoz GTR after this race. Hence, I won't be using that. Now, I doubt many people will agree with me, but I'm gonna go with the Freightliner Century this mission.
Welcome to Chicagoland, home of the most courteous and thoughtful drivers you'll ever run into. Oh, maybe I should rephrase that.
Right, sorry about that. I'm gonna be doing that from now on, pausing the menu just before the race start, because that will help me with the sound stuff, so I don't have to, I don't really have to do any work. Okay, so, first off, as you can see, we are going kind of a different way from other people, and there's a good reason for that. And there's also a good reason for having this Freightliner Century rather than a fast car which is used to race. And there's no good reason for this police car acting like a maniac, so there you go. Okay, now first off, why I am having this car right now is to create a traffic jam. I need to kill that car, but he might have just killed himself. But he didn't kill himself, so that's not good. Or maybe he did. Very interesting. Now, my plan is to actually create a traffic jam. This side, so nothing can survive when they come back this way. But of course, that means you have to crash. You know, that might not be necessary now, since they're actually starting to kill themselves over that police car over there. But we'll just continue, because some cars did survive, albeit some. Now this looks like a pretty good traffic jam, am I right? Well, there is one problem with this traffic jam. Is the black color road over there. It's completely un-traffic jammed, if that's even a word. So what you need to do is push cars there, so it'll be traffic jammed. Yes, I declare that a word now. There you go. But you of course want to close any openings, so we need to push a car here. And there we go. And hopefully Mr. Yellow will crash into something. Yes, he did. And there's his wheels. You could start a whole collection of wheels. Yeah, that happens a little bit. Sometimes cars just go through other cars. I mean, these people call us maniacs, but then they're crazy as well. Go phasing through other cars and crashing straight into them. And there goes Mr. Mustang, and there goes the other Mustang. Now, what usually happens is they don't kill themselves over a police car, and they crash like these three cars did. But what you want to do next is crash them a bit more, making sure that they're dead, because when you go out of range, the cars despawn, and the traffic jam despawns, and so if they're alive, they will continue their merry way, which of course you don't want to happen. So yeah. Looks like they're all dead, so now we are free to go and just complete this race without any obstacles. A pretty cheating way to do this race, but I thought I'd just show you, because this actually is the... Did I see a car move? This actually is the only race which you can do this. I believe all the other races don't actually loop around like this one, so it doesn't really give you a good opportunity to crash on cars with a traffic jam. Now you can choose the city bus, and just do headlong collisions rather than that, but I find it rather unreliable compared to like creating a complete traffic jam. So we're going back. And one thing I've learned from failed recordings is to not take this lane. Go take this lane. Because even though you're the Freightliner Century class, you are still can die. And so you don't want, I mean, even though you're not dying, you don't want to be weak, so as to you start moving slower, and this will take forever and a day. And the cars are still there, and more importantly, their wheels. How many wheels are there? Oh, I lost count. It's all because of that police car that somehow melded with the barrier. Ah well, I should tank it, because the police car actually helps creating the traffic jam, but he this time contributed to actually killing the cars earlier. Yes, it's very cheating, I know, but like I said, this is the only race which I will be doing it, because the others are probably impractical to do this. These are the options of which you can play Midtown Madness. I mean, it's not all just about racing fast and who wins, it's about also crashing stuff. And if you can crash all your opponents, why not just do it? No way, and by the way, the Freightliner has this, you know, back thing attached to it, as you can see. The back thing is kind of weird. It's sort of just, it doesn't really count as the body and sort of like trails along with you. And I think in the sequel it comes off if you take too much damage, but in this thing I don't think it does come off. Okay, we want to switch lanes now though. Ah! There's a humongous truck coming my way. I should dive out of the way. Indeed you should. We don't need to get that checkpoint yet, because what will happen is the finish line is beyond that checkpoint. So we'll get that last. Wow, there's a lot of people. And they all just flatten themselves against the wall. I'd rather see them dive out of the way, but what can you do when they're near an edge? I am going the wrong way, aren't I? But who cares? I can go the wrong way all I want, because they're all dead. But it might take a bit longer, which I apologize. I will finish this race as fast as I can. So come on. Oh. Okay, let's finish this race. Since they're all using fast cars, there's a chance like they might just get themselves killed, but there's only like one or two who get themselves killed while racing. The others manage to survive. So you can't count on that to win the race. So let's finish this race, and we'll be done. Hooray! Oh, I just love looking at that pile of traffic jams over there. So yeah, if you guys want to copy what I just did, you do have to take the first one, you know, that loop over there, which looked like a heart in the map, into the highway like I just did. Because if you take any other route, you'll sort of, well, you won't make it in time. I tried that loads of times. Definitely. And if you want to do this race legitimately, it's very interesting. I don't think any way is really faster than the other. I mean, you saw the green car go like, you know, go up at the start. But if he does that, he still has to like come down to the highway and then turn back and go to our starting position and stuff like that. So it's really interesting. Either way, you have to cross the highway like twice, or at least span the highway like twice. So it's kind of, well, this is probably the most irritating race, I guess. So now let's finish it.
Folks on a phone are telling me that you were setting new land speed records on a magnificent mile today. I gotta tell you, that was some great racing and a wild ride.
Are you serious? What? Did I set the slowest land speed record? Because I definitely did not reset the fastest. either that or your responses are a little wrong. Right. So, in doing that race, you would have had the Panoz unlocked right now. And boy, is she a beauty. Probably an actual fast car, you know, for actual racing. So, but we won't be using it in this match because, contrary to what I taught last video,
Something tells me a visit to the aquarium could result in a major breakthrough today.
yep, major breakthrough. Yes, contrary to what I taught last time, you don't actually need a Panoz to finish this first. Just because, well, as you can see, the Panozes are slow because they have to slow down every time they make a turn, which gives you a good advantage over them. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That advantage is not being smacked in the back, though. Oh, what I want to do is do this, but then whoa.
Don't waste your time fumbling with the football. You've got to soldier around and win this race.
Don't worry, trust me. This is getting a normal car is faster. Because you see, when you're playing a Panoz GTR, yeah, it has a very significant disadvantage over other cars in that it can't actually go up sidewalks. Yes, you see these ledges on the sides, those actually Panoz can't go over. Unless it's like these ramps like here, then the Panoz can't go over it. No!
You'll be tempted to
Dang!
you
Concentration time.
So keep moving.
Yeah, Panoz can't go over these sidewalks, so you can use that to your advantage. Why does this keep happening to me?
Don't waste your time fumbling with the football. You've got to soldier around and win this race.
Okay, right. To really win this race properly, I recommend just avoiding contact with these annoying little Panozes, if that's the plural for Panoz. And perhaps if you get the chance, try and, you know, flip them around. But don't, like, aggressively chase after that. Because you know you're gonna beat them. There's no need for you to do so. Oh, I could have treed him. Never mind, we'll see how this goes. See, cutting corners really does help you in this race. Why does this happen? I'm sorry. It shouldn't take this long. But it is, just because somehow the Panozes managed to ram me in all the right places and I just spin out of control. I'll ram you in the right place, but no, I did not. Just because he managed to slow down a little. No. Good gosh, that almost happened again. See, this is a really big shortcut if I had not crashed into the wall and then to the tree. What's wrong with me? What in the world is wrong with me? This race should be complete by now, but it isn't. I do not know why. Can you stop it, you? Ooh, I think there was a little bit of drifting I did there. Pretty cool. Yeah, you crash, crash, crash. I don't want to have nothing to do with you guys. This is a very good shortcut. So is this. And as you can see, we have already swarmed ahead of them. So easy using a Mustang in this race. And even those lampposts on the ground like that really hurts the Panoz as well. Believe me, when I tried to complete this race with the Panoz, holy cow, I was having some problems. Although the first time I tried it, I actually completed it pretty easily with the Panoz, but don't know why. Luck just ain't on my side today, I suppose. Or maybe it is. Difficulty curve is really weird on this game, isn't it? At first, as you expect, it's a little bit easier. I mean, obviously it's easy, but then it gets super hard, like how it did in the Freeway Flyer and the some few select other races which I got stuck in. Then it becomes like this, pretty easy because the enemies manage to, well, crash a lot or slow down too much or not take sidewalks. Well, these Panozers can't take sidewalks, so I guess I'm okay with that, but other enemies have failed to do so too. And we win. See? Easy as pie.
Oh, for the finish! I gotta say, good to see Chicago's finest taking pride in their work.
Although I must say, pie is not that easy to bake. Because, well, if it was that easy. Well, it has to be good tasting too. That's what I'm trying to say. So you need to be a cook. Or at least someone who knows how to cook, not like me. Alright, next is South End Circuit. So I shall be doing City Central 2 later, just so the circuits can catch up with the rest. And well, yeah. Again, we would want to use the cruiser.
Well, looks like we're in for another long one today, folks. If you flip it around a mountain just right, you should be able to cut a couple of seconds off your lamp time.
Exactly. Exactly. Great.
Get ready to wind your way through the South Side and Soldier Field today. We've got a circuit all set up with some tough turns and tight corners.
Oh, I just realized I forgot to time those cuts between recordings, so I will still have to do the syncing myself again. Oh, come on. Why do I keep messing that up? But anyway, regardless of that, the same thing applies here, in a way, that these fast cars will slow down for turns, and I shall crush this one just because I'm angry. Well, not really, it's just because I enjoy seeing them crash. Not that I'm angry. But yeah, really, look at the map for one thing. Do you see how many checkpoints are there? And you know this race is pretty complicated, and it's not really any room for speed. Let's knock over these boxes with semi-happy faces, I would say. I mean, all the boxes have them in this place. Don't know who's the crazy fool drawing smiley faces on every box. Or is it that the boxes come with the smiley faces? Ah, oh, look at them, so far behind already. I'm so ahead. There's even enough time to take a look at this river a bit. Not river. This fountain. Yes, fountain. It's it has, even though it looks like the water of death, is only shallow water, so you can drive on it safely without, you know, dying. I'd never actually fallen into water yet, have I? Well, deep water, I mean. Such as in the river. That instant kills you, and you'll have to be forced to restart the race. They won't spawn you back or anything. Which is very, very mean. And actually, speaking of that, that is interesting, because I'm pretty sure that if a opponent falls into deep water, even though it is a circuit race, he won't come back, which arises the possibility of doing that technique which I did in the checkpoint race, but it's about launching people into water so that I'm free to complete the circuit race with impunity. But that is way harder because, well, for one thing, I've never managed to do it in this game. In Midtown Madness 2 it is a bit more possible in one race, but that's Midtown Madness 2. I don't know, I might try it just for fun later on. And it sounds like I'm smoking, but I look so sleek and shiny. I probably take too much damage in the front. So, wanna hear some sirens, people? Now, this is really annoying. I don't think the horns or the sirens actually do anything except make noise. Very irritating noise, might I add. So let's turn that off. Interestingly, if you go down tunnels like that, it will actually echo properly, which is a nice effect. It sounds slightly interesting. And question, what the heck is that thing we just passed under?
You're on the final lap.
It's some kind of weird abstract 3D art or something? Or... well, whatever. I don't know. This is Chicago. This is New York. I mean, not New York. America. Never been to America, actually. But I don't travel much. In fact, I'm the kind of guy who likes to stay home and just sit in my computer all day. Cause I want to. And that sounded a little bit strange. I don't mean it that way. Moving on. Look, we're in the final lap. And I actually have been doing so well. Might I point out. I haven't died. I only started smoking on like the 3rd lap. I'm doing so well. And the enemies, well, they're behind, of course. Oh, wheeling, yeah. Ooh, ramp. Those ramps are useless. Not sure why they're there. Alright, we'll be done very soon. Now, have we been in night driving before? It's kind of pretty, isn't it? All those lights lighting up in the sky, and those buildings being drawn in the distance, looking so fake. There's the train over there. Hey, look, you can actually see a train model. That's cool. And what it would have been cooler if I lapped Mr. Red over there, but...
5 seconds and you're as good as new.
oh well. This just means we get to cross the line looking sleek and shiny. Oh yeah.
Come on, now get to the finish line, pal.
Let's go. Try not to scratch the paint. Oh, reference.
I gotta say, it's good to see Chicago's finest taking.
Well, not really a
their
reference. In Midtown Menace 2, there's a lot more options for the races. One including not to touch stuff. I shouldn't really speak of Midtown Menace 2 too much. I will be doing that in the future, but not right away. Okay, now this race, the City Central, you do need to use the Panoz GTR-1, so let's drive.
Sections of downtown.
Alright, so in this race, it's very simple. Right, there's 4 checkpoints, and you basically just go through the 3 laps and all that. Simple, simple, simples. Now, you don't really need to crash cars like I was doing. You just need to make sure you don't mess up. You'll be fine. And as long as you know how to take corners like this, you should be fine, because for some reason the computer cars don't know how to do that. Oh no! And when you land, you shouldn't accelerate, because that kind of happens. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I want to do a crash. So I'll be good as new, but we'll see how far I get with this. Besides, I still got Mr. Yellow to catch up to. Mr. Yellow, can you slow down a bit? Okay, I won't keep up with Yellow now. Crap.
What I want to know is, where do you sign up for this kind of thing? Hey, I want to play too. Where do they get the car? Where the heck is authorizing all this? Can we get somebody from the mayor's office here on the phone?
No. Wow. Oh, that happens, by the way. if you just clip a sidewalk, sometimes that also happens while you're going up ramps. Oh snaps. Sometimes that also happens when you're going up sidewalk ramps, which is the most irritating thing in the world. You'll either spin out of control or completely lose all your speed. When that happens, which is so irritating you don't even know. Wait until I experience that, and then you'll know just how irritating it is. Oh gosh.
Now you're driving the car. I'm
And
gonna
that.
get when I trade in my house.
Ah, there we go. He just said it. I'm all confused. I don't know what I said the last time, or did I say it when I was recording previously and it crapped up. No matter. Yes, don't accelerate. I mean, okay, decelerate a little bit the moment you lift off, and don't accelerate when you land. That's the best advice I can give to you. Oh no. When doing jumps.
Knowing when to cut corners could be the secret to your success.
Bro, how do you know how to cut corners? How can you cut corners in a circuit race with all those signs in the way? Oh wow. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, these kids. How dare they? Man, making these jumps is so difficult. Wow.
Sections of downtown on both sides of the river are being blocked off today.
I don't know why, but those jumps are like so freaking difficult now.
Hey, I want to play too. Where do they get the cars? Who the heck is authorizing all this? Can we get somebody from the mayor's office here on the phone?
You could, but I don't think the mayor is responsible for this kind of races. I for one highly doubt that. Oh, well. Good enough. I don't really want to fly far, because as demonstrated before, those ramps are the main problem why I'm losing, aren't I? I can handle these curves just fine-ish. I can handle these curves just fine like that. Yeah. And I can pass the bridge right now, just before the bridge rises. I mean, as cool, oh no, as cool as it is to jump on the bridge, like, whoa, it's still more faster just to drive through it normally. Definitely much faster.
You're on the final lap.
Yes, I am, and I really hope the bridge won't rise when I pass through it right now, because that would be a problem. And speaking of a problem, hey, that's cool. No, that's not cool. Why did I just bounce and face 90 degrees in the wrong direction? Whatever, we're fine, we're fine. We can do this. What was I saying about the difficulty curve, huh?
Final checkpoint.
Suddenly it becomes way easier. And done.
Making moves like that in that Panoz GTR-1, I tell you, pal, I get all choked up. It's a beautiful thing.
Oh. Why, thank you, man. It is a beautiful thing, and I love how the way you said beautiful as well. It's very cute. Alright, before we stop for now, let's do Navy Pier Peel Out. For this race, I would recommend the Panoz Roadster, because I've played this before and know which car to use best.
Nighttime is the right.
Yep, use the Roadster for this. Same reasoning with all the other times we don't use the Panoz GTRs, because there are sidewalks to go over. like so. This race is a little bit complicated, but I recommend following my route. We take the... Yep, I was too focused on the map that I did not see green van in front of me. Speaking of headlights, those are automatically on at night. I don't think I have control over the headlights. But I suppose it's an unnecessary thing if you have control over the headlight.
Well, the lake
For Pete's sake, hey.
Looks like everybody's going down to Navy Pier.
Now, why would everybody be going down there for? To see me crash to them? Oh, lightning, lightning, lightning. Okay, we will take the second turn like so. Past this funky building. Oh no. Oh man.
All the action's down at Navy Pier today. Looks like the fleet is coming in.
Man, even though I moved at such slow speed, I crashed into that car like, wow. Took so much off my health. And this green car is constantly being annoying, blocking my way like that. Okay, we're good. Take a turn here. You don't have to be that fast for this mission, actually. It's more about dodging stuff. Of course, you should have the roadster so you can reach top speeds of highness. Alright, now we take the curve here to this checkpoint and then the finish line.
Finish line, pal.
Oh, green van, why you come here? Right, finish line should be somewhere there, which we don't want to crash into anything.
You gotta have a lot of muscle to drive a car like that.
And we complete the race. Man, that's really, really, really fast. Oh, you can definitely tell I've done this before, can't you? But this might be a really short episode, but don't worry, I'm planning to do a lot more. So, I guess that'll do for now. I'll see you all later. Take care.